One verse from third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 31st chapter, shloka number 21. Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti about prayers by a soul within the womb of mother. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीमुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी. रुद्राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. So we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 31st chapter, shloka number 21. Kapila Dev explains to Mata Devhuti about a prayer of a spirit soul within the womb of mother. The soul is praying, Tasmadaham vigata viklava udharishya atman ashu tamasa suradav atma eva huyo yatha vyasanam etad anekarandham Mame bhavishyad upasadita Vishnu padaha. So the soul is praying to Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's saying, therefore, without being agitated anymore, I shall deliver myself from the darkness of nescience with the help of my friend, the clear consciousness, simply by keeping the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu in my mind. I shall be saved from entering the womb of many mothers of repeated birth and death. So here the soul is praying to Supreme Personality of Godhead. And what is he praying? He's praying that let my mind be engaged in service of Krishna, in meditating Krishna, even while within the womb of mother, rather than coming out from the womb of mother and getting again entangled in the repeated cycle of birth and death. So here the soul is praying to Lord that my mind be focused upon your lotus feet and not deviated from that. And that is very important part. When we focus our mind upon Krishna, we are saved from the miseries of the material world. The miseries of the material world are compulsory. Everybody has to go through the miseries. So here the soul within the womb is praying to Lord that please save me from the miseries of material world, of repeated birth and death. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining this purport in detail. Prabhupada ji is saying that the miseries of the material world begins from the very day when the spirit soul takes the shelter in the ovum and the sperm of the mother and father. They continue after a soul is born from the womb, and then they are further prolonged. So the miseries begin at the time of conception. The child is trapped within the womb, and the child is surrounded by the amniotic fluid and so many germs and the dark cavities. The child is within the womb and is in the miserable condition. We do not know when the sufferings will end. It does not end, however, by change of the body. So sufferings are compulsory. Everybody has to go through. And change of body does not guarantee that your suffering will end. You might get a human body or animal body or insect body. The sufferings are compulsory in each and every type of body. Whether the rich person or a poor person, both of them have their own level of sufferings. Right? So Prabhupada is saying the change of body does not mean that the sufferings will end. You might be born as a rich man in the next life, but that does not mean that your miseries will end. Your miseries will be different. Everybody will have their own cup of misery. The change of body is taking place at every moment, but that doesn't mean that we are improving from the fetal condition of life to more comfortable condition. Body is changing every moment. Does that mean that change of body guarantees the end of suffering? No. Actually, with the change of body, the suffering sometimes increases. As we grow old, our sufferings will grow more. So the best thing Srila Prabhupada is saying is therefore to develop Krishna consciousness. Here it is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, the words, Upasadita Vishnu Padaha. Upasadita Vishnu Padaha. Vishnu Padaha, lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, focusing on lotus feet of Lord Krishna. This means the realization of Krishna consciousness. One who is intelligent by grace of Lord and develops Krishna consciousness is successful in his life because simply by keeping oneself in Krishna consciousness, one will be saved from repeated cycle of birth and death. So this is very important part. Srila Prabhupada is explaining that our mind be focused on Supreme Lord. The child prays that it is better to remain within the womb of darkness and constantly be absorbed in Krishna consciousness than to get out and again fall victim to illusionary energy. So child is thinking that it's better I stay here in the womb, in the dark cavity, and focus on Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu's lotus feet, rather than coming out of the womb and forget Krishna. So he's saying that this miserable condition is in the womb, let me be within the womb. I do not want to come. Shukdev Goswami, he didn't want to come out for the same reason. The illusionary energy acts within the abdomen as well as outside the abdomen. But the trick is that one should remain Krishna conscious. And then the effect of such a horrible condition cannot act unfavorably upon him. So whether within the womb or outside the womb, wherever we are, in whatever the body type we are, as long as we are Krishna conscious, as long as we focus our mind on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, we will be saved from the repeated cycle of birth and death. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that one's intelligence is one's friend, and the same intelligence can be enemy. That is the intelligence or mind. Atma vehi atmano ripur atmehi atmanaha. So this mind can be our friend or mind can be our enemy. Mind or intelligence. Here also the same concept is repeated. Surada atmaneva, friendly intelligence. Absorption of intelligence in the personal service of Krishna and full consciousness of Krishna always are the path of self-realization and liberation. Without being unnecessarily agitated, if we take the process of Krishna consciousness by constantly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, will be saved from the repeated cycle of birth and death. Srila Prabhupada says further that it may be questioned herein how the child can be fully Krishna conscious within the womb of mother without any paraphernalia with which to execute Krishna consciousness. So here, a child is within the womb and it doesn't have all the paraphernalia for the puja, kirtan, arti. But how then a child can perform Krishna consciousness without paraphernalia? So Srila Prabhupada, very important thing. It is not necessary to arrange paraphernalia to worship Supreme Personality of Godhead. The child wants to remain within the abdomen of its mother and at the same time wants to become free from the clutches of Maya. One does not need any material arrangement to cultivate Krishna consciousness. One can cultivate the Krishna consciousness anywhere and everywhere, provided he is always thinking of Krishna. So, very important part. You don't need the material facility. I mean, if you have material facilities, that is good. If you have a nice house or nice temple to worship Krishna, and if you are thinking of worshipping Krishna in that way, that is good. But if you do not have, does not matter. As long as you are chanting the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, one can remain Krishna conscious in any condition of life. One can chant while sleeping, while working, while imprisoned within the womb or outside. Okay, here Srila Prabhupada is saying that you can chant while sleeping also. In the sleep also, the mind has to be focused on Krishna's pastime. This Krishna consciousness cannot be checked by external circumstances. The conclusion of the child's prayer is, let me within this condition, and although it is very miserable, it is better to not to fall the victim to Maya again by going outside. Right? So child is praying to mother. So uh, here the summary of this shloka we'll see through this slideshow is that here the child is praying to Lord that please deliver from this nuisance of darkness within the womb of the mother. तो तस्माद अहम विगत विक्लव उदाहरिष्ये आत्मनाम आशु तमसः सुरधव नैव भूयो यथा व्यासानाम एताद अनेक रंध्रम मामे भविष्याद उपासदित विष्णु पदः. So the child is praying that I shall deliver myself from the darkness of nuisance with the help of my friend, which is clear consciousness. Simply by keeping the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu in my mind, I shall be saved from the entering within the womb of many mothers. So here the three concepts again. Tamasa udharishya and suradat atma. Tamasa means darkness of nuisance and the material existence that obscures the soul's true nature. Udharishye, the vow of deliverance, the soul's active determination to rise above the bondage of repeated birth and death. And Surada Atma, friendly intelligence or clear consciousness that acts as a guide to liberation. And here again, focusing on Upasadita Vishnu Padaha. So Lord Krishna's lotus feet has 19 auspicious marks. So the reverse emphasizes that one should take the shelter of lotus feet of Lord Krishna and focus upon the lotus feet. And further, the important thing is Anek Randram. Anek Randram means entering within the womb of many mothers. Punarapi Janma, Punarapi Man. Every time we take birth, we die, and then after death we enter into the womb of another mother and take birth again. So here the spirit soul is praying that I want to break this cycle by focusing on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So here Kapila is explaining to Mata Devati about the precise development of the fetus and the sudden moment of spiritual awakening that can occur when the soul realizes its precarious condition. So Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devati. So Srila Prabhupada explains the practical application here is that spiritual cultivation is not restricted by external environment. Even within the womb, the soul can be Krishna conscious. You don't have to have like a physical comfortable situation. As long as mind is engaged in service of Krishna, all the places, any circumstance, one can be Krishna conscious. And Maya or illusionary energy is everywhere, but when you are Krishna conscious, the Maya doesn't act upon us. And intelligence is our internal friend. It can be our best friend or can be our worst enemy. So friendly intelligence, which means the Krishna conscious intelligence, is very important. So transcending the darkness, the soul's determination to deliver itself, udharishye atmanam, represents the turning from material identification to spiritual identity. While physical body may be in the state of darkness within the womb, the soul's inner light is ignited through the remembrance of Supreme Lord. So with that, we'll conclude today's discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam, and we'll read the Srimad Bhagavatam again tomorrow. रुद्राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।